Hey, welcome back to Taji's World of Books, and welcome to another book conversation. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. And so I got a couple of books that you guys know in the month of October, my TBR is pretty ambitious. I'm reading different things. As I said before, some are hits, some are misses, and we're just going to kind of talk about them and see how it goes. So I read Riley Sager's Home Before Dark. This is one of my book of the months from several months ago, and I thought October, spooky, it'll be a good time to read a thriller. And this, guys, was such a miss for me. Riley Sager's writing is very different. You know, I was talking to Charles from Books on Stereo, and he was saying, like, maybe you should try Lock Every Door first to, like, get familiar with how he writes. And then that way, when you transition over, then you have, like, a little bit more of an understanding of how he writes, and then you read this and you appreciate it more. Well, this had all the bones of being a good story. Like, it just, I don't know, it fell flat for me. Okay, so this story is about Maggie, and Maggie's father passes away, and he, once he passes away, she's left, her mother's remarried, is in a new relationship, and once he passes away, she realizes that he has left some possessions and things to her, like a house. And this is a house that their family lived in. So think of like Amityville Horror. Their family lived in this house for 20 days when she was quite young. And a mystery happened and some things ensue where the house has a long, sordid past and history. And there are things, hauntings and things that are happening in the home during the 20 days that the family lived in the home that made the family flee in the middle of the night and never return. And the father wrote a book about this because he's a writer. So he wrote a book about their experiences, and this book became like Amityville Horror. Like, it became pop culture, very, very popular. Put the map on the town that the house is in on the map, like looky-loos came, etc., etc. The book was Maggie's, the bane of her existence. She hated it. She didn't like the notoriety, and she believed that her father lied about the book and lied about the story, and it wasn't an accurate accounting. And so this is then her story of going through the book chapter by chapter while she's in the home, revisiting and reliving stuff. And you come to soon realize that things are not quite the way that she thought that they were. They're quite different. And things start to reveal themselves, and there's a lot of different spokes of revelations that happen that you think are the culmination of what's going on, and it really is just one more spoke in the wheel that is revealing the overall true nature of this diabolical story that, like I said, had all the bones of being really, really good, but I was just so bored. I don't know, like, am I like in a reading slump? I don't know. I don't think so, because I'm reading another book right now and I'm interested. So, like, I'm hoping I'm not in a reading slump, but I was just like, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. So I gave this a 3 out of 5 star, you guys. Like, it just wasn't for me. Like, it wasn't. I tried it. I did it. I've been there. I don't want the t-shirt. Thank you so much. So that was that. Then you guys know that I am doing this Sunday at 3 o'clock Central Time over on the Book Refuge with Jen. We're interviewing or doing a author hangout with Serena Ackroyd, so I'm getting prepared for that. And so I wanted to start with, and you guys know that I do mainly audiobooks, and so I wanted to start with one of her audiobook series. And so this is Selenium Acadium. It's 7 a Wish, 8 Souls, and 9 Lives. And let me say this. The overall premise of the story reminds me of Kate Lauren's book. You know, Fallen, Tormented, Passion, Rapture. Like, it kind of has that similar premise, like a dark academia setting. It's set in a school situation. So what happens is that 7 a Wish, the main character Eve, is raised in a commune, and she is set but she's different than every other commune member, and she thinks she's like going crazy, but she suppresses the voices that she hears. She suppresses everything and hides herself away. She is set to marry one of the prophets, and the prophet is like 30 years her senior. He's this old, disgusting, lecherous dude. But she'll do her duty because this is how she was raised in the cult. And she wears her hair in a tight chignon. She looks like she stepped out of like the 1500s because like they're just isolated. So like if you take Tilly Cole's The It Ain't Me Babe, like those cult chicks, like this is what she was raised in. Okay, so she's raised in this situation. So someone comes and basically rescues her and convinces the coven that she would be better served going to this school. And they release her. I don't know how, because it eluded me. So they release her and she goes to this dark academia setting where she's at a school, and she learns that she is a demon. And she is a demon that has, and each of, within you have different souls. I think it's like 7 different souls. And you have to determine which one of your soul is going to emerge as the primary, and that is what you will then become, and all the other souls are then sort of go away. And so they talk about the different types of demons. She instantly connects with a pack of the boys that are there, and this turns out to be a reverse harem. And I thought that I liked reverse harems, but it turns out that I don't. Here's what I don't like. I don't like when you are just having, like, you're connecting and having relations with all these different guys, and it doesn't really serve a purpose to enhance you or them or the story, but rather it's all about you not being able to choose. Like, I don't mind if you're having multiple relationships with a couple guys, but you're trying to pick and trying to figure out which one you want, and then you ultimately settle on one, then I'm happy. But if you're not gonna settle on one and you're gonna have a harem of like 8 dudes that you have relations with at different times and you share, like, I'm all about kink, but like this kind of kink is like, I don't know, I didn't get it. So I got lost in the story. It's really about the harem. It's about, first she turns out to be, so she's this cult chick, right, who knows nothing of lingo, language. She doesn't know how to communicate. She doesn't know jargon. She doesn't know technology. She doesn't know anything. So imagine if you pluck somebody out of the 13th century and plopped them in the 21st century and said, figure it out. And within 100 pages, like, you're basically controlling a coven and a harem. And you're the most powerful person in that harem. I was like, I get that you want me to suspend my belief, but like, come on, this is crazy. Like, I cannot suspend my belief. And by the time we got to 9 Lives, I didn't even understand, because then it was about Cain and Abel and Adam and Eve and the original Adam and Eve that were destined or cursed to walk the earth until the end of time. So I was so confused. I didn't follow the story all that well. I didn't understand. And so there are like 2 rival packs. And so not only is she has connections with the main pack that she has picked as mates, but now she picked as mates the other rival pack. So that means that the 2 packs then have to combine. And so like now she's got 9 souls that she's responsible for, and that she is like unique in that she carries mating signs and they carry mating signs, even though that's not supposed to happen. It's like, so the story was just crazy and all over the place. And again, this was just a 3 out of 5 stars, and I really wanted to like it. I really did. And so as I started reading, like when I read about 20% of the first book, I was really liking it and I was all in. And then I was like, oh, maybe she's trying to decide. And then when I discovered that this was a reverse harem, I went, oh crap. And then it just went like bananas from there, and I lost the storyline, and I wasn't tracking and I wasn't following. And so all in all, like it wasn't what I wanted. It didn't deliver in the ways that I had hoped that it would, and so I was disappointed. So like I said, I gave this a 3 out of 5, you guys, overall. So those were duds. However, I am moving on to other Serena Ackroyds. I'm reading the Naughty Nookie series right now, and I'm really enjoying that. So hopefully my next video will be a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more exciting, because I'll have good things to share with you. But nonetheless, you guys might appreciate this. Like, again, like I said, this series is like a combination of like with the cult stuff of Tilly Cole, It Ain't Me Babe, combined with Kate Lauren's The Fallen series. So but with a touch of reverse harem thrown in there. So I don't know what was going on. It was just all over the place, and I was following too many storylines, and I was confused and bored and uninterested and didn't give a shit. So that is what I thought about that. So having said that, you guys, you know I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So please click the bell notification so you know when I upload a video. Click the like button because it really helps me out with the algorithm. And then come back and hang out with me some more and join me and watch more of my videos. I'd really appreciate it. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!